Assalamualaikum Mani. So today I'll be installing Xampp server on my desktop because I have a website on which I can put all my code, but at times it's slow to work on remote files. So I'm just a remote server. So I'm gonna create a local server on my computer to test my my PHP application. So let's do that. I'm gonna install. The latest version of MySQL is MariaDB, I understand, so let's install. So I'm going to ApacheFriends.org and I'm going to install the Xampp for Windows. Alright, so let's have it download the file. It's going to take some time, so I'm going to pause the video and then come back again once it is downloaded. In fact, while it's being downloaded, let's just create the setup. So in this computer's C drive, I can go and create the websites for me. The documents folder. It's a website test now, really. So let's just create folder. My websites. So this is where we're gonna create my websites, and it looks like I already have MySQL on this computer, so let's just check if MySQL is already installed on this computer or not. So MySQL, okay, so it's not installed. Alright, so it's going to take some time. My websites will be in this folder, so this website that I'm creating would be a Vue single page application, and let's create one more for my Google Maps. Alright. In addition to that, what you can create multiple nodes on it. Let's say that you have your application, your maps or your Vue application in there. Then you also want to create this one. Let's call it API. Let's say, all right. So we're gonna create an API as well. I guess it's time to do that. And what I want to do is in this one, in the API one, I want to create an API web service, or you can call it, or API that we are going to design in Python. In this way, you get a feel of how Python works as well, because Python is getting more popular than Java. And I think this is the way to go if someone wants to learn programming and is just starting just now. So the best thing to learn right now is Python. So we will try working with Python. We will also work with the PHP, of course, which is also very popular. But let's try to touch base a bit to Python as well. So I'm going to pause the video until the Xampp is downloaded. Alright, now download is complete, so we can go in there and I'm gonna run it. It's gonna take some time to run this setup. So MariaDB is basically, as I was telling you, is pretty much a new version of MySQL, and then MySQL gave it the name of MariaDB, if I'm not mistaken. And okay, I cannot do that because of my antivirus may cause a problem. If you go back MySQL FileZilla, it's gonna install all those things, FTP server. So you'll be able to, so it basically it's an Apache server, so it's allowing you to run MySQL. Also, you can configure it as an FTP server. You can also set up a mail server on the very same server. You can install phpMyAdmin and Webalizer, fake send mail. Anyway, let's just proceed. It's gonna install it in C, Xampp. Alright, carry on. Language English, next. No, I don't want. Let's see what other languages. Okay, only Dutch. And let's see. Setup is now ready and it's gonna install, so I'm gonna pause until it installs because it's gonna take some time. Because I have antivirus and a lot of stuff running on my computer, so it may slow its installation down. So I'm gonna pause here until it's completed. Alright, seems like it's almost done. And it's stuck on the last part. Come on. Come on. It's stuck here, so let me pause the video. Oh. I think it's done. It's unpacking files. So one more thing, Salon, that we're gonna do is we will try to install Python here as well. And the way I want to go with Python is I'll look at which framework we can work on. Dojo is popular, and then there's but for API I think we're gonna use Flask. So I'm gonna look at it which one is better, whether we can create APIs with Dojo or no, or is it just a Flask that is for API using Python. I don't know why I'm calling it Dojo. It's not Dojo. What's the name of that thing that Python uses? It's very popular. Forgot its name. Yeah, now I remember. It's Django. Dojo, I was saying. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna look at Django as well, since it's very popular. So we'll have a look at it as well. And then definitely Flask, because this is for API. And we really want to work with microservices rather than creating a full-fledged MVVC framework. We want to go with like microservices API. Okay, what is that? Oh, editing configuration file. So, alright. It did something, so it is progressing, but it's a bit slow because of my antivirus, which is required. I cannot turn it off. Creating uninstall. Okay, do you want to start control panel now? Yes, I do. Please show me the control panel. So Xampp server is installed. Another version of another local server that you install is known as Xampp. But Xampp is more popular. It's Apache based, so I want to go with Xampp rather than Xampp. Okay, so what now? It was supposed to start the control panel, and control panel, I guess it started. And here I can see that. Okay, so what it's showing me that these are the things that are installed on it. There's an Apache server installed on it. There's a MySQL installed on it. There's a FileZilla installed on it. There's Mercury Mail server installed on it, and a Tomcat. I don't know what that is. Alright, so you can start or config this first Apache web server, right? So okay, you can browse Apache. Alright, so where is the folder created? Let's go and see. I went to my websites to look for that. If I go to C, I see a Xampp thing here. So it's not pointing to the folder that I created. In fact, it's looking at here. And everything will be in Htdocs, I guess. Yes. So you have to create your websites within here. So if I started right now, where is it? Started right now, and Apache started. What is that, admin? Let's see what that does. So if I click on it, it goes to localhost, and it shows me how to guide, which you can read through, and it's pretty simple, not that difficult, I guess. How to guide, you can go and see what you can do with it. Creating an FTP, creating virtual hosts, configure okay. So you can go through that and see it. It's not that difficult. configure virtual host, for example. If you want to do virtual host, this document root. Okay, so this is how you can create a virtual host by HTTP vs host file inside that. So let's have a look at that. A configuration and HTTP configuration, HTTPD configuration, this. Let's have a look at that, what it is, what it has in it. So once I look at this configuration file, I see server root is this, and then so hash means you have commented out that line, and hash means it's being used. So if I go through that, I see directory allow override none, same server name, localhost, port 80. Okay, what else is defined? Okay, htdocs is the directory where all the sites are. Document root basically. So if I want to change it, I can change it to the directory that I created. So do you want to do that? No, let's just keep everything within within this htdocs file. What I meant by that is, I'll show you what I meant by that. It's pretty simple. What I'm trying to tell you is that I don't want to move things here and there. I want to put everything the way it likes, meaning that I'll go in there. Where's that? Htdocs. I'll go to my folders as well, like where I created my stuff. Where is it? My documents. And I created my website. So I'm just gonna Control X from here, and I'm gonna put all of them under here. I hope that takes care of it. Alright, so I do this, and let's go back to this. Okay, so you can go through it, Money, and read it. Change your Xampp installation directory and open the this file. This extra subdirectory. Open config file in the Apache this extra subdirectory using. Replace the content of this file. This is how you can change your installation directory. That's what it's saying. Anyways, we're not going to change it. We're going to live with what we have right now. So, alright, that's it for installation of Xampp. I forgot to tell you, if you want to turn on your MySQL, you can just start it from here and it will be turned on. And like this, so it is turned on. Then you have this configuration options, like for PHP, like if you go to this, you will be able to see your configuration file, and it's going to show you your configuration file. This is from where you can add different libraries as well on your server. I think these are all, like, if you want to, here you can see that MySQLi. So for example, here you can see that it does not have a PDO. So we can add PDO by simply putting in the, we can turn on extensions here. I'll cover that in the next topic, right? So this is basically your, what I wanted to show you was that this is basically your admin portal for a virtual server on your computer, Xampp control panel. And that's its control panel. You can turn on and off services and then configure them from here. If you are running PHP as well, then in the log section you may be able to see some of the errors as well. Right now I don't need all these three, and I don't need an FTP server, I don't need a mail server, and I don't know what Tomcat is. So that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna stop it. Oh, if I let me start. So localhost, it will be my localhost is my here. I'm gonna put my site. So if I change it to, so I'm going into dashboard. So here you go. It explains everything. Htdocs Dashboard. So this is where this is. So if I want to go to another website, I can probably give it a virtual name as well and point to it. So when you're gonna put it here at it like it on a different port, I can start another website. The local host is also equals to another thing that you need to remember is 127.0.0 is localhost. What is it? 127.0.1? Yeah, 1. This is basically a home IP if you want to access it by IP. So that's pretty much it for. I already took too long to explain this. It was a pretty simple thing. Just wanted to make sure that I cover all the different aspects to it. It is installed, so I can stop it. And I can close it. In the next session, we're going to go through PHP, how you can configure php.ini files and how you can play around with it so that you know how that works. And we will look at the MySQL part of it. Alright, thank you.